Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. A little surprise pop up. Just want to catch up with everyone, see how you all doing. Did you have a great Christmas? How things are going? All that kind of good stuff. So, I said hello to Mimi, Moonstone Girl, Book. Hello, lovely to see you here. Connie B. Hello. So I am on a few minutes early, but you know what? I can do that. I have the power. So, how is everyone? Hello, Teresa Hadarian, Carrie G. Hello, Don Turner. Nice to see you here. So, so did everyone have a wonderful Christmas? Did you have a good day? Did you have lots of turkey and all the fixins? Hello, Teacher Barbara. Leah Salva, nice to see you here. Yeah, we've got folks coming in. I think the notice went out, so there we are. I am. Uh, oh, Teacher Barbara, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Family of Choice book. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we are Family of Choice. And hello, Jamie. And it's so lovely to, yeah, wonderful holiday with grandbabies. That's lovely, Moonstone Girl. I spent most of the day. Hello, Sylvia. I spent most of the day with my sister and her husband and one of her daughters. The other daughter was having her very first Christmas with her partner's family in her new home. So, as much as we missed not having her there at the table, it was lovely, absolutely lovely. Um, and yeah. Hey, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. Nice to see you here. So yeah, we both my sister and I this morning um, said that yeah, we don't want to see wine for a little while longer. But, we say that after every holiday that we gather because she likes the red wine, I like the white wine. So, my job this year, always, and hello, Witchy Gardens, Earth Mama, nice to see you here. Um, she does the cooking. I bring the dessert and the wine. Oh, yeah. And this year, the wine choices were very, very good. and and it was plentiful. So yeah, by the end of the evening, um, I had said about 3 or 4 times, "Oh, no more wine for me," and she just kept pouring, and I kept drinking. And then just before we were ready to head out and leave, yeah, she poured the last of the red wine, and it was like, oh, wine's all gone. So, and yes. Hello, H. Harrison, Ginger Johnson. Nice to see you here. So yeah, we did both indulge, and it was it was lovely. One of the reasons that I like white wine, and I mean, I like wine, period, right? Red wine. I find red wine I can have, half a glass, maybe a glass. If I have any more than that, I end up I end up with a headache. And it's because of the tannins and all that in the wine. My sister isn't it doesn't have the same effect on her, so it works out great. It works out great. Yeah, her husband plays referee when it comes to pouring, so we're all good. Yeah. Um, oh, book, yes. I will. I will absolutely let you know later. It was, oh, I think it's an Argentinian wine, but I'm not sure. It was, I have a wine guy. Okay. So he has never steered me wrong um, when it comes to picking a good wine, and it's always, he never goes to the same thing. He knows that we like to try different things and whatnot. So he is always really good and knowledgeable about wines and can tell you he can tell you things about the winery that it comes from. That I think it was last year or the year before, he was saying it was a Peruvian wine that he had recommended, and he was telling us, or telling me, so I could share with everyone else, that yeah, this particular winery, the reason that their wine is so good, they only make so many bottles per year, and it's not only the land, but it's the trade winds that come across the mud. Anyway, there is nothing about this wine that he does not know. So when he recommends a particular wine, um, they it's never a matter of, well, how much is it per bottle? Hey, we don't do it every week. We only do it on holidays. So anyway, it was fabulous. The meal was just out of this world. And I did have, hello, Bora Bora. Hello, Anita King. And oh, thank you. Thank you, Jane the Seeker. I yeah, a little more attention today. So yes, as I stopped at the Italian store to get our desserts, because they always do such a good job, and it's they're never heavy desserts. They're always very light, very kind of melt in your mouth and so on. And yeah, I had gone on Christmas Eve to pick up dessert and to get the wine. And when I got to the Italian store, it was jam packed. I mean, the bakery was, stand in line. Hopefully, you catch someone's eyes, and they could say, do you need anything? So while I was trying to figure out what kind of dessert we wanted to have, I noticed that there was a little sign that said, if you decide to go for a dozen of these cream filled and desserts, torts, and so on, it was a special price. So I thought, okay, that's it. That's it. I take the thinking away from me. So yeah, that's what I did. Came with a big box of treats, and it was lovely. Absolutely lovely. Enjoyed spending time with my niece, who is she is a school teacher, and yeah, she teaches actually at a Hutterite colony that is about an hour and a half out of the city, and she's got a trailer that she rents out. And anyway, she just loves teaching the kids, and they just absolutely adore her. So she is very much, she was born in the city, but she really is a country girl at heart. So she is in the perfect environment. So, and happy holidays to you, Carolyn and Amanda Carroll. Nice to see you here. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, we haven't exchanged gifts in quite a while. only because it just, you know, we're all adults, right? Our kids are all grown. I think if we had little ones around, it would be a little more of a production, but it's not. And for us, it's a case of getting together, socializing, telling stories. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When you get into the, oh, do you remember this? Oh, what about that? And it's, you know, laughter ensues and you just have a great time. So um, I love spending time with my sister and her family. They're a joy to be around. So anyway, I hope that you guys had just a as wonderful a Christmas as you could. And you know, one of the things I found when we as soon as we started to get away from the gift giving and all that, it just it just makes, excuse me, the day so much more meaningful because it's about who you're with. And it's about you know, spending time with people that you love and whatnot. So yeah. And Jane the Seeker says, I'm a joy to be around. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I was regaling them with some of my jokes and some stories and all kinds of different things. So it yeah, it was just a lot of fun. So, what about the rest of you? How did your Christmas go? And did you have fun? Did you eat lots? Do you have lots of leftovers? Isn't it funny that yeah, you make a turkey and you enjoy it the day, but then it's like, you know, you got turkey soup, you got turkey sandwiches, you got, you know, turkey casserole, and yeah, you just kind of eat turkey forever and ever for a while. Yeah. All righty. Oh, book. Oh, and Amanda Carroll, lovely that you had a great video chat with your mom. That's perfect. And Ginger said, I had 2 glasses of Cabernet Sauvignon. I like that. 2 French gimlets. Ho, ho. Spaced out, of course. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Oh, and Connie B got to go to the casino for Christmas buffet. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Oh, and Earth Mama does mostly seafood. Oh, I love seafood. I love seafood. And Jamie says, made strata ham and pies for brunch, watched 2 grandkids open presents. It was nice. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Wonderful. Ah, I'm so glad, yeah, you guys had a good time. That's, you know, we've kind of been through the ringer recently. So isn't it nice just to get together with family, friends? Yeah, and Sherry, yeah, cooked roast beef with a lot of goodies. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I bet. And I bet that roast beef was ever so delicious. Yeah, I love roast beef too. I mean, you know, look at me. Can you tell that I love food? Yeah. And hot chocolate with Bailey's in it. Nice, Mimi. And Bora Janet, quiet Christmas and phone call with my mom for her 100th birthday. Oh, God love her. Wow, that is fabulous. And Linda Bishop says, my landlady just gave me 2 gift bags filled with new tops and a pair of pajamas. Wonderful. Wonderful. It's always nice. Always nice when you have that kind of stuff. Yeah. And look, turkey leftovers. Oh, an organizer for 2 days next week to organize my craft corner. Wonderful. That will be fabulous. Yeah. And Sherry says, most expensive damn roast beef I've ever bought. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. It's a little bit of a shock when you go to the grocery store. I know the last time I bought roast beef, it was at Costco, and it was on sale. But even with that, I still kind of thought, that's a little rich for roast beef, and especially when, I mean, I live in Alberta. This is beef country, But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, and Dawn Turner had delicious goulash at my neighbor's. Beringer Moscato, my go-to white wine. Oh, lovely, lovely. $40 for 3.5 pound roast. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And and Carolyn Brooker got to talk to her granddaughter and children in England. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, I'm so glad for you guys. I think this is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So, I will remind you, most of you, please, if you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Consider being a member in the new year. I'm going to be making some changes to um, how I do readings, especially the the sort of free readings. Um, yeah, it's gotten. Hello, Wayne. Nice to see you here. Um, it's gotten to the point that it is really expensive for me to continue kind of doing what I'm doing. So I don't want to give up the channel because I enjoy it. Um, so I think that for the unpaid readings, um, I think I'm going to limit those to maybe 1 or 2 shows in the month. The rest of them are going to be paid readings in terms of donation, except for people who are members. When you're a member on the channel, that is one of the benefits. Is that when I'm doing any kind of readings, you get to go first, and because you are already supporting the channel on a monthly basis, it does not seem very fair to me to contemplate, you know, charging even the members a little extra, right? So that I will give some thought as to how I'm going to go forward with it, and just kind of take it from there. I'm sure that some people are going to be disappointed. I get that. And I've heard from a lot of people who have said, yeah, well, I'm on a fixed income. Newsflash, so am I. So am I. I get a pension every month. I have to stretch that as far as I can. So, when I'm spending a good portion of that pension to continue to do something, it gets to the point that it's just I need to at least be able to cover my costs. So there's that. Now, and Amanda Carroll, looking for a sort of a newsletter. Guess what? And yes, Dawn, yeah, I need to at least cover my expenses, which, believe it or not, it's not free to do this, and it does cost money. The StreamYard costs money. To have the Zoom costs money. To have a website costs money. To have the internet and to have the bandwidth and whatnot that I need in order to be able to do what I do costs money. So, when you add it all up, it's surprising just how expensive it is. So anyway, that's that. So yes, for those of you who like to get the readings, then oh, Needles Artsy Suzanne Rich, thank you very much. Book a reading with Marina. We had one not too long ago, and it was fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. And what you guys had mentioned about a newsletter. Okay, here's the deal. The Shine Your Light event that we are going to be doing every month, it does have a component to it where you can go to the shineyourlight2025.com website, and you can sign up there, and we will be having newsletters that we'll be able to send out to kind of let you know, highlighting who's doing what, what's happening where, information more than anything else, kind of your own community and whatnot. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, all right. That went down the wrong way. So yeah, if you guys are interested, then go over to the shineyourlight2025.com, and you can just fill out the form with your name, your email, and so on, and we'll get you on the list. So we'll keep you informed. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I don't know if we'll have classifieds. What is this all of a sudden? My goodness. That it's like somebody doesn't want me to talk. Okay. Let me catch my breath. And thank you, Don Turner. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Dawn doesn't live too far away from me, so we've had a chance to meet up a couple times. And yeah, Dawn has an amazing story, and as she likes to tell people, yeah, she was hit by a truck. That's her superpower. What's yours? So, and yeah, it was. Oh, Amanda Carroll, a spoonful of honey. Well, I don't have any honey here with me, so we'll just plug along and see what happens. Yeah, so it would be. I think that it might, Amanda, it might turn out to be something like that. We're still in the planning stages. We're still kind of looking at, okay, what would people find interesting? I know one of the things that Sherry at Transing with Spirit said, that she wanted to kind of incorporate into the website was the idea of, let's say, who in your local area, who is supporting, for lack of a better word, if there are stores in your area that have donated money to the GOP, or are promoters of the GOP, we will be able to identify who those are, and we can give you some alternatives so that you can make informed decisions and you can support the people that you want to support, the people who support the things that are important to you. And I know I have already started to do that in my own area. In that, mind you, okay, let's be fair. We don't have too many mega up here in Canada, but we do have people that are very much of similar mind. So it's always nice to have an alternative. It's also we're also hoping that the site is going to that we'll be able to put people in touch with each other, in terms of if you have something that a talent or something that you're doing, that maybe you can exchange with someone else and so on. It's just when Sherry first got the message to do this, we conceived one kind of one thing, and that was that the Shine Your Light, and let's do that. But it has morphed into so much more. And for those of you, if you didn't have a chance to see that, that was on the 21st. Again, the energy was just phenomenal. It was so great that the Sunday, I was literally like a light for most of the day. And yeah, the energy was fabulous. Hello, Artist Liz. Hello, Innocent Potato. Nice to see you. How much Viewbot cost in Canada? You know what? I don't believe that they're very expensive. Innocent Potato. We're still kind of having a postal strike, which apparently is supposed to be over, but nothing is really moving. So it could, we'll see how that goes. But I think the idea of having a place that you can go and get information, and yes, like readers, right? So that we have, and we've asked a lot of the readers that we've had on the shows to send us a picture, give us a little more information about what it is that you do and how people can get in touch with you, and we'll have that on the website as well. So you'll be able to go on there and see the readers in your area, see how to get in touch with some of your favorite readers and so on. And then now I think Wayne had asked about a link. I'll put it let me see if I remember how to do this. Let's make sure that I've got. Yeah, but if you just search shineyourlight2025.com, it should take you to the website. Now, as I said, it's still a work in progress. So, be patient, but at the beginning, that is your time to, send an email and say, this, I would like to see this, or I would like to see that. And we can certainly look at it and make sure that it's very interactive, so that you have what it is that you need, so that you'll go to the site. The other link, and let me see, that I'm going to put up is, okay, here we go. That is the link for my merch store. So you can go over there, and if you're interested in getting your own Shine Your Light t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever, you can go on there and you can order it from there. It's in Canadian dollars, so that means you're going to get a lovely deal, because the US dollar is worth so much more than the Canadian dollar is right now. So, you can, support Shine Your Light event on there. You can also get yourself a, Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, or Messages for Light Workers, a t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever. It is unlimited. And I recently, hold on, let me take that out. So you can even personalize the merchandise that's on there. So if you want to, you can put your name on the t-shirt along, where it's got the logo and all that. So they really do give you an awful lot of choice. They also give you an awful lot of choice when it comes to colors. And the quality of the merchandise is really, really good. Really good. So, co-reader and do a show on quick questions, people about past lives. You can answer questions and pull cards. Carolyn, that is a good idea. That is a good idea. I will certainly think about that. Thank you, Carolyn. So there. And where people were patrons, maybe consider the expenses. Sign up as they cover. All four of us are patrons of one expense, that sort of thing. Where people were patrons. Book, absolutely. It's certainly worth considering. Absolutely. Yeah. And hello, Trancing with Spirit. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me. I was telling the lovely folk here all about the website and how they could go on there, and they could send maybe suggestions on what they'd like to see, but they're excited. So yay. Yay. So yeah, for those of you that kind of want to be in the know before anyone else is about what's happening on Shine Your Light, yeah, we'll start sending out emails soon. I know Sherry has been working around the clock, especially on the website. And that's something that I sometimes dabble in, but I'm not very good at it. And I know what I can and cannot do. So I'm okay with stepping back. Right? So yeah, absolutely. There'll be great things on there. Oh, thank you, Book. Thank you. Yeah, that was kind of one I had been thinking. I had been thinking about that for a while, and I thought, okay, well, you know what? Maybe I'm going to have to bite the bullet on that one. And I expect that there's going to be maybe some people who are currently subscribers who aren't going to like that, and who are going to unsubscribe. And hey, I mean, it is what it is. right? It is what it is. Um, I can't continue to give and give and give without getting something back in return. And you folks have seen it. And I know that I'm preaching to the choir because um, most of you know and recognize that there are certain people who come in consistently um, and ask the same question. And not only on my channel, but on other channels as well. And that is, as a reader, that is very, I find it very frustrating to do that. It's like, what can I liken it to? Oh, you bring home a young man and you say to mom, well, what do you think of him? And she says, oh, I don't know, honey, he hasn't really um, he hasn't really held down a job for any length of time. Just, be careful. And then, a few days later, she approaches you again and says, okay, mom, um, what do you really think of him? Okay, well, as I said, you kind of get tired of answering the same question because, and yes, Sherry, it is rude. It's almost like, um, did you hear anything that I said in the past 7 readings that you got? Was there anything in there that kind of stuck with you? Clearly not, because it's like asking the same thing. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Suzanne. Yeah. They do. They ask the same question of many readers, and I've heard that well, I ask a lot of readers because I want to get a general perspective. Okay, then you know what? Don't include me in those readers, because by to me it almost feels like you don't trust me. So you either have to verify what I have said with someone else, or equally rude is you want me to verify what somebody else said. And we don't work like that. We're a very supportive community. Um, it's we each offer something, I think, that is a little different. Um, is We each offer something that is unique. Yeah. So, um, uh, yeah, Ness. Well, that what I can understand, and I do the same thing. If I am going to be doing a reading on a story, I'm not going to take one story and make it the basis. I am going to ask several, or I'm going to visit several websites and get several perspectives so that, yes, I have a much broader view. That does not apply, I think, when it comes to readings. They are two different things. One is based on what I would say factual evidence. One is based on something that is totally in the realm of spirituality. So, it's like going to the priest and asking the priest, or telling the priest that, I have a confession. Um, I have I have used the Lord's name in vain 3 times a day all week. And the priest says, okay, here's what you do. Here's your penance, and so on. But you keep coming back and you keep saying the same thing. Oh, I have taken the Lord's name in vain. After a while, the priest has to come out and say, you know, maybe instead of asking me for absolution, maybe you should do something about changing what it is that you're doing so that you don't do that, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And yes, energies change. It's just, I don't go to my doctor and say, I have a complaint about a physical thing, and she tells me, okay, here's the medication that will help with that, and then I go back and see her, um, a week later and say, yeah, I'm having that issue. And she says, okay, well, how's the medication working? Well, I've been meaning to get that prescription filled, but I haven't yet. Sometimes you have to do things for yourself, and sometimes you just have to, yeah. And yeah, that is just not, it's just not in my wheelhouse. And you know what? I get that. And I get that, not everyone feels that way. And that's fine. That's fine. It's just, it's a matter of me being able to say, this is what I will and will not do. And that, that's fine. Do you like chocolate cake or do you like vanilla cake? Cake is cake. Take your pick. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. And Sherry, Trancing with Spirit, is in the middle of a move. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's going to be footloose and fancy free, and going through, yeah, getting an RV and just going where the wind takes her, and that is fine. That is fine. I think she's going to have an awful lot of fun, and I think that she is going to enjoy, yeah, enjoy this new lifestyle. I think it's fabulous. Wouldn't it be nice to wake up in the morning and say, what are we going to do today? Well, I don't know. Let's go west. How far? Until we stop. And then, yeah, just go. Just go. See where it leads you. Sometimes those are the best adventures, where, you don't have a destination. You're just there for the journey, right? So, yes, Sherry, following spirit. Yeah. And Lisa Foster, hello. Thank you for joining us. And yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys, how many of you are going to be doing are going to be making a list of resolutions for 2025? Okay, don't all answer at once. Yeah, not a one. Mm-hmm. Nice. And Jennifer's not making a list. Aspie's not making a list. Yeah. And did I say Jennifer? Jennifer is not making a list. Yeah. Jamie, no. Yeah. And it's I resolved to not make a list. Well done, Wayne. Yeah. Ginger Johnson, I always do. Excellent. Just a savings list for Moonstone Girl. Yeah. And Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. Nope, no list for me. Yeah. And artist list I have, but not technically. Grew over the past year. Yes. Yes, Sherry. Absolutely. Absolutely. Denise Fletcher Tarot says, well, I'm perfect. I don't need a list. Good for you. Good for you. and Mamie Nee said, I told my therapist my resolution is to be a bitch in 2025. You go, girl. Absolutely. Yep. I think, what happens sometimes is we, and I don't even know where this came from to make a list of resolutions. Um, because it's almost like, we set ourselves up for failure. I would much rather think of it not so much as a resolution as I'm going to do my best to fill in the blank, right? And yeah, what I can control, what I can change, what I can handle or whatnot, that comes up. That's great. I think if anything, I hope that um, I hope that I would be a better person at the end of 2025 than I am at 2024. And then, again, be a better person at the end of 2026 than I was at 2025. And that's it. And as long as I do my best and try to try to live in that love, that light, unity, um, compassion, all that. At the end of the year, you could say, okay, job well done. Job well done. Or yeah, I need to work a little more on my compassion. I will do my best to work on that rather than kind of hard fast rules. And yeah. Oh, who said grilled cheese? I love grilled cheese. Oh, yeah, with ham and honey mustard. Oh, ooh, ooh. Isn't it funny? Grilled cheese and tomato soup for me go together like peanut butter and jam. That you can't have one without the other. So, and Moonstone Girl, yeah, decided to cut spending and try saving. Mm-hmm, absolutely. And Amanda Carroll, every day is a resolution. I had said that not too long ago that if I if I wake up and before I even get out of bed, if I say, you know what, it's going to be a fabulous day. It is everything today is going to, whoops, excuse me, everything today is going to turn out fabulous. And even little challenges that come my way are opportunities to learn, opportunities for growth. I am abundant in all areas of my life. And kind of start the day off with that mindset that everything is going well. Everything is fine. And it doesn't take long before all of a sudden that's exactly what happens in the run of a day. You get what you expect, right? So yeah, it's mindset is really, really important. Lisa Foster, you can't do that? Yeah. Hello, Mangal. And the same to you. Yes, absolutely. Hope you have just a fabulous. Oh, sorry. My cat was in here earlier and we were having cuddles, and he's got very, very, very fine fur. And sometimes it gets on my face and I don't realize it until after I'm talking and it kind of starts to move around. Oh, Yeah, so when you see me picking up my face, I'm trying to, yeah, trying to get rid of the cat hair. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work. So, uh, Lisa Foster says I'm just being sarcastic. Yeah, yeah. And alrighty, I sing every day. Good for you, Jamie. Absolutely. Yeah, that's one of the other things that I love to do is just watch comedies, watch things that make me laugh. That sometimes it's a play on words, sometimes it's just plain animals being silly, where you just kind of laugh. And yeah, that really, really helps. It really does. And Lisa Foster says, at my house, the cat hair is free. Yes, absolutely. Um, yeah, besides the two cats, we also have a husky, as most of you know. And she sheds twice a year. The first one is from January to end of June, and then the second one is from beginning of July to end of December. So that's her shedding thing. And so yeah, we don't call it dog fur. We say it is husky glitter. That's what it is. That's what's all over the house. The house. Yes. And oh, Jamie, you have a husky as well? Yeah, they are so much fun. They really are. Uh, all right, book. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Yeah, love it. Love it. Physical therapy will work great. Yeah, absolutely. All right. And yes, Sherry, Trancing with Spirit, has a pug, and he's absolutely adorable. Just, yeah, just adorable. And I have one of my close friends here in town. Yeah, she has a pug as well. His name is William, and he is just the most lovely thing ever. So yeah, and yeah, share, yeah, and he knows it. They do. Um, yeah, it's when you see them, especially when they're proud of themselves, and they kind of, I mean, they're little dogs, but they stand up a little taller and they walk with a little more attitude, like, yeah, it's me. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, Clarity is just yeah, she is gorgeous and she knows it. And yeah, mind you, she's also extremely well behaved. So, any place that we take her, like if my son is going down to the hardware store or whatnot, and he takes the dog in, because she's so well behaved, she's constantly getting treats from everybody that's in there. And she gets to the point that sometimes, Chris said, yeah, she will walk into a place and sit down at the door, like, where are the treat people? I need to see the treat people. So, yeah. And I love all kinds of dogs, but yeah. Yeah, this husky has my heart. And yes, Sherry. Most huskies are very vocal. Clarity isn't so much vocal, but she will complain if things are not going her way. She will definitely give you an oh, you know. But otherwise, yeah, she doesn't bark a lot. Um, well, she barks at the neighbors next door, but that's about it. But otherwise, yeah, she's not your typical husky when they do the ahoo thing. Um, but yeah, she's so much fun. and she's good with the cats. They have come to a mutual agreement that, yeah, I won't bite you, and you don't take out those 10 claws and yeah, and try to make me into yeah, a pin cushion, not a pish cushion. Yeah, a pin cushion. Yeah. And there's yeah, I live by myself, Jennifer says, and dog is my company. Absolutely. Yeah. And Jamie, yeah, my Siberian Husky is getting so much better behaved. Yeah. She's 8 years old now. Yeah. There's just, I just get such a warm, fuzzy feeling inside because animals are like little angels, um, that we can see because they they love you and they accept you for who you are, where you are, whatever you're doing. They're right there, right? And they can sense when you're having a bad day. They can sense when you're not feeling good. um, and yeah, they're just an absolute blessing. I think anyone who, um, if you have an opportunity to have a pet, and I know not everyone can, right? There are some places where you live where they just will not allow animals and so on. So, but yeah, if you have the opportunity to have a pet in your life, I think they just change. They just change life. They make life so much better, right? So, and yes, Amanda, they are escape artists. Oh, please. Oh, please. Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, there was, I remember taking Clarity to the dog park, and this was, I think, last summer at some point. And there was this teeny tiny little hole in a fence, and it was it's a very large off leash animal park, um, and it's down by the river and so on. And so they have a little section that was just a little. It was muddier. It was more. Anyway, it was fenced off, right? It was fenced off. It was fenced off for a reason, right? Because yeah, the city didn't want dogs going in there and whatnot. And we do have animals that will live in those little areas. Like yeah, you've got moles, you've got there could be porcupines or whatever. Well, this tiny little hole, and she put her head through it, and the next thing you know, her body is following and she is pushing until she is inside the fence. So now I have to try to get her out. So I'm calling her, and she's looking back at me like, Grandma, guess where I am? And so I'm calling her, and she gets to the point that she just kind of doesn't even acknowledge me, like, oh, I'm having too much fun. And so she is jumping in that enclosure. Like, when you see a deer jump, they go up and over and then down. Yeah, she's doing one of those. So I have to figure out how I'm going to get inside that enclosure and how I'm going to get her out. And even if I do catch her, she's too big for me to lift over the fence. So anyway, as I was there trying to figure out what to do, um, I did have someone who was a lovely gentleman who was at the park who kind of watched and realized the situation I was in. And so he said, okay, I'll go in. And if she got in through that hole, she can get out through that hole. I said, okay, well, fine. You bring her head. I'll put the leash on. We'll get her. So yeah, she gave him a good merry old chase because yeah, she would sit and wait until he got close enough that he's trying to reach out, and then psych, and she would take off, right? And then she, as she's running away, she's looking back at him like, "Are you gonna come? Come on, this way." Anyway, that took a little while to get her out. She was so proud of herself that that's what she did. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was just amazing. It was just amazing. So, what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, it was it sorry. There's a YouTube fancy French poodle covered in snow standing outside. The owner is yelling, "Get inside now, you're not." Yes, I have seen that video. I have seen that video. Yeah, as that dog is sitting in the snow, just like I'm okay. I'm okay. And I've seen other ones too, where there is a husky on a picnic table, covered covered in snow. Right, there's a good 2 inches of snow on the dog, and the dog is all curled up, and the owner calls the dog by name. I don't know, we'll say Max. Max, you better come in. There's a lady on YouTube that says you're freezing. And the dog just kind of lifts his head like, no, I'm not. Back there. Yeah, they are funny. They are funny. All righty. Well, you guys, it is time for me to go and see if I can't. Uh, oh, Jennifer, can you tell me if all is going to be okay with my leaky water heater? I called and put in a claim with the warranty company. Yeah, yeah, it's just going to, yeah, it's not going to happen as quick as you want it to, but yeah, they'll certainly send someone out. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty, so you guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending part of your day with me, for indulging me, letting me carry on and do the stories and everything else. I really, really appreciate knowing that you guys are here. So, um, yeah. Oh, and Jamie says we're getting heavy snow right now. Going to take my husky outside. Oh, it'll be the best day ever. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you are more than welcome, you guys. I love knowing you're there. I love knowing that your energy supports me as well. So yes, and I am going to have a relaxing evening tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow with Ali from Heart and Soul Connected. We're scheduled to do our story in the cards. So hopefully, yeah, and nothing will come out. Um, and yeah, we'll be able to do the show tomorrow. Hello, Suzanne Fortier. You're just in time. We're just leaving. Oh my gosh. But thank you for joining us. So, you guys have a fabulous rest of the evening. Enjoy your few days. If you've got a few days off, take advantage of it, relax, and all that good stuff. And yeah, I will see you all later. And before I forget, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the energy that you share with me. And just know that I love each and every one of you. All right. Take care, all. Bye for now.